As a general rule, every payment made in accounts office must be supported by a voucher setting forth clear and full particulars of the claim and all information necessary for its proper classification. For this purpose, the amounts due to contractors for work done or supplies made are detailed in forms called contractor bills. Nature of payments: amounts payable to contractors fall in the following three categories: on account payment relating to payment for work done and supplies made by him which have been duly measured; advance payment for work done or supplies made which have not yet been measured; secured advance paid to contractors on the security of the non-perishable material purchased by them and brought to the site of the work for use on the work. This advance is payable only if their contract is for completed items of work, that is for labor as well as materials. Secured advance cannot be paid in any of these cases. In the first case, the material is perishable, and while second case the material is of the government, not of the contract. In third case, the material is not at the site of work, whereas the fourth case is not required for that work. Running account payment: first and final payment against a contract is made only its completion and in full settlement. The term running account payment is applied to the periodic payment made for work or supplies at interval stages subject to settlement on the completion of the job in the first and final payment. There is no question of payment of secured advances or advance payments. Forms of contractor bills: first and final bill is prepared in Form 24 CPWD code and running account bill in Form 26 CPWD code. The form mostly is used in the Form 26 running account bill. A specimen is given below which is explained in detail here. After go through each item of this bill carefully. Significance of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H and K in the bill important. Understand them fully. Filling up. Form 26. The form consists of three parts so far as accounts are concerned. The fourth part consists only of the certificates to be given by the engineering officers in charge of the work. These three are: account of work executed, Form 26A, account of secured advance, memorandum of payments. Part 1. Account of work executed. How to fill it? Step 1. Each item of work is written in the column 1. Step 2. The rate per unit is written in the column 2. This rate is the rate applicable as per agreement. All discounts or premium as per will be applied before filling this column. Rate of work suppliers is always for each unit, namely per cubic meter, per square meter, per piece, per meter or per dozen. The unit of each item of work to which the rate applies is entered in column 3. Step 4. These up-to-date quantities of work done or supplies made are entered in column 4. Step 5. Total amount due for payment on the up-to-date quantity of work done, that is up-to-date quantity, in column 4 multiplied by the rate in which to is calculated, entered in column 5. Step 6. The figures in column 6 are to be worked out by subtracting the figures of column 5 of the previous bill from the figures in column 5 of the current bill. In other words, against each item we are to write the value of up-to-date work done as per this bill minus the value of up-to-date value of work done as per last bill. Step 7. Total up to column 5. Step 8. The total of column 5 is rounded to the nearest rupee, fraction less than 50 paise being ignored, and fraction of 50 paise and more taken as 1 rupee. Step 9. Work out the difference between the totals of column 5 and column 6 as they were before rounding. This difference should then be rounded and written in column 5 against the item deduct value of work show in previous bill. Why? Because the amount was rounded in the previous bill when step 8 above was taken while preparing the previous bill. Step 10. Net value of work since previous bill should then be worked out of column 5. Simultaneously, the total of column 6 should be rounded, making sure that it is equal to the net value of work since previous bill as rounded and written in column 5. Account of secured advances. It is kept in annexures to the contractor bill in Form 26A and is filled up as stated below. Step 1. Description of material, namely bricks, steel, wood, are entered in column 5 of this work. This form. In column 1 are entered the quantities on which secured advance stands granted as per the previous bill. Step 2. In column 2 are entered quantities of these materials which secured advance was previously granted as have been utilized on the work measured since previous bill is being made now. Step 3. Difference of figures in column 1 and 2 is entered in column 3. The figures in column 2 cannot be higher than those in column 1. Any further quantity of materials brought to site on which secured advance is to be granted are also entered in this column with a plus sign. Step 4. For each material full rate assessed by the divisional officer or its cost indicated in the tender rate of the contractor, whichever is less is entered in column 4. 75% rate is entered in column 7 in whole rupees ignoring paise. 90% in central government. Step 5. In column 8 is entered the value of each material for the quantities noted in column 3 at the rates noted in column 7. Step 6. Total of column 8 below the total, write the amount of secured advance outstanding as per entry C of the previous bill. You can see this is equal to quantity in column 1 multiplied by rate in column 7. Step 7. The difference between these two figures of step 6 is the net amount since previous bill. Memorandum of payment. First 4 lines. The first 4 items, the memorandum of payment, are self-explanatory. We can also say the figures A of part 1 of the bill, figures or C of annexure to the bill are entered in line 1 and 3 respectively. In the inner columns of line 2A, we write the amount of advance payment made up to the previous bill. In line 2B is written the amount of further net advance payment being made in this bill, that is new advance payments made less previous advance payments recovered, with plus sign if net amount is payment or minus sign if net amount is deducted. Fifth line, deduct amount withheld. This withholding of payment amount may for minor reasons like watering, curing of cement work not done yet, earthwork not removed from site not yet cleared. As soon as the minor deficiency is made good, the amount withheld is released in the next bill. When amount is withheld, it is shown in 5A. When it is released, it is shown with minus sign in 5B. Security deposits are not to be shown as deducted in this line. The word deposit decides once for all that it is not to be shown in this line of the course. If the deduction is on account of security without the word deposit and the amount of this deduction is likely to be less than rupees 500, then it can be shown against line 5A. But as soon as deduction of security deposit likely to exceed rupees 500, it should be shown it withheld amount has been repaid in line 5B. Gross amount of security deposit recoverable should then be recorded in line 8B as explained in subsequent steps. 6th line, balance. This is simple and easy to do. 7th line, total amount of payment already made as per entry K of the previous bill. Start preparing the memorandum of payments of the previous bill and reach up to entry 6 of that bill. That amount is to be filled in against line 7 of the current bill. 8th line, outer column, payments now to be made. This is equal to the difference between line 6 and line 7 of the bill in hand. Check these figures to be equal to the figures worked out as under. Sum up figures D, F and E of the bill in hand and subtract therefrom the amount written against line 5B. Line 8A, recovery of amounts creditable to this work. The following are some of the recoveries to appear in this line. Cost of material supplied to contractor for this work, fine for bad work, recoveries of expenses incurred on the work at contractor risk and cost. Line 8B, recoveries of amounts creditable to other works or heads of account. Here the following kinds of recoveries appear: A, security deposit; B, income tax; C, higher charges up to land plan; D, supervision charges on the issue of material; E, court attachment; F, recovery for material supplied to contractor for other work; Fine for delay in completion of work. Fines are creditable to revenue. Recovery of mobilization advances and interest on these advances, rebate if any, as per agreement for prompt payment to contractor. Pay order of the disbursing officer and acknowledgement of the contractor. The pay order is for the amount of check issued in favor of contractor. Contractor acknowledgement is for the gross amount, that is figure against line 8 in the final bill. He should add the words in full and final settlement of all demands. Now we give the 3 questions which when solved will make everything clear. Learn them truly and repeatedly learn about